Hey proxies, welcome back. Today we're breaking down the fiery new A-Rank agent from Spook Shack, Kamano Manato. These are the materials you will need for him. Let's go through his entire kit. First, a quick overview. Manato is a fire element rupture agent. He fights up close with heavy slashes, explosive fire damage, and some self-healing. His base stats lean into high HP and decent crit, giving him that balance between survivability and burst damage. If you are going to pull for any of the upcoming agents, don't miss out on insane savings, and make sure to top up with LD Shop, which is the best spot to top up for all of your favorite games. It lets you save above 25% on your favorite characters. Let's buy an Internet membership right now. No complex steps are needed. All you need is your UID and your server, and you are set to enjoy your favorite characters. LD Shop is a trusted and safe platform with hundreds of thousands of happy users and thousands of positive reviews. If you spend $80 in a month, you will be able to get a game pass of your choice. If you register through my link in the description, you can get a 5% and a 15% off coupons, which will let you save maximum amount of money for pulling your favorite characters. Keep in mind, he is still in beta, so his kit is subject to change. Now, his basics. His normal attack is a 3-hit combo, but pressing again during it triggers ignition. That adds extra fire damage and heals him for 5% of his max HP each time, which keeps him in the fight longer. His dodge is simple, but if you follow it up with an attack, he shoulder checks the enemy. With a perfect dodge, he retaliates with fiery slashes for even more damage. His special attack is a forward slash that deals fire damage, and if he takes a hit while using it, he instantly heals 25% of his lost HP. Plus, damage taken is reduced, and he's hard to interrupt, so it doubles as both offense and sustain. Then we have his chain attack. Trigger it, and he throws his sword, rushes forward, and detonates a fiery blast. He's completely invulnerable during the whole thing, and his ultimate, that's the showstopper. With a full decibel meter, he jumps into the air, crashes down with a massive slash, and finishes with an explosion of fire. It's one of those satisfying cinematic finishers. When it comes to assists, he's got strong team utility. His quick assist cuts in with a fiery strike to protect allies. His defensive assist parries enemy attacks, deals a big amount of daze, and opens the enemy up for follow-ups. If you chain that into his assist follow-up, he unleashes a series of slashes. And here's the kicker. If his HP is above 30%, he spends a small chunk of it to greatly boost his crit damage and adrenaline recovery. So yeah, he literally trades life for power. Now, the real spice is his core mechanic. All of his fire damage is converted into sheer damage, which ignores enemy defense. On top of that, using specials builds up a resource called Flame. When Flame hits 75, he enters Ignited State. While ignited, his basic attacks transform into enhanced fiery combos. He unlocks an upgraded X special attack, and his sheer force gets a massive boost along with bonus crit damage. That's his true burst window. And here's a nice squad bonus. If you run him with other fire or rupture teammates, whenever his HP drops, the entire squad gets a big crit damage buff for 30 seconds. So he's not just selfish DPS, he actually buffs the whole team. Alright, now let's talk about his Mindscape Cinema, because this is where his playstyle really opens up. At level 1, he gains a solid survivability boost. His max HP increases by 15%. If his health ever falls below half, he instantly heals 15% of his max HP. This can only trigger once every 30 seconds, but it's basically a panic button baked into his kit. Even when he's off-field, he passively regenerates 1.5% of his max HP every second. That's huge sustain, and it means he's much harder to kill than most A-ranks. At M2, his ignited state gets nastier. While ignited, he ignores 10% of enemy fire resistance, so his attacks hit harder against tankier enemies. Level 4 is where things get interesting. His special attack evolves. If he's hit while performing it, you can trigger an offensive assist right then and there. On top of that, his basic attacks and offensive assists deal more damage depending on how much health he's missing. Specifically, for every 1% HP lost, he deals 0.3% more damage, stacking up to 21% bonus at low health. And then there's level 6, the big finale. His defensive assist gets supercharged. When he uses it, he restores 75 flame, instantly speeding up his path to ignited state. If he's already ignited, the defensive assist unleashes a blast of fire damage equal to 1000% of his sheer force. Basically a miniature nuke. And as if that wasn't enough, it also buffs the whole squad's damage by 15% for 15 seconds. That's a massive team-wide DPS boost, on top of his already strong crit buff. Now let's talk about his W engine options. His signature A-Rank W engine will be his best option. It will increase his HP, sheer force, and fire damage. Its substat will increase his HP by 25%. It increases Equipper's fire damage by 15%. When Equipper's HP decreases, sheer force increases by 10% for 5 seconds. For an A-Rank alternative option, you can use the radio wave journey. It will increase his HP and sheer force. Its substat will increase her HP by 25%. When launching a chain attack or ultimate, the equipper gains 1 stack of a buff effect. Each stack increases the equipper's sheer force by 80, stacking up to 3 times and lasting 12 seconds. You can also use the puzzle sphere on him. It will increase her attack and crit damage. Its substat will give her 25% attack. Upon launching an EX special attack, the equipper's crit damage increases by 16% for 12 seconds. Additionally, if the target's current HP is below 50% of their max HP, EX special attack damage increases by 20%. For his main stats, use crit rate on slot 4, fire damage or HP on slot 5, and HP on slot 6. For his best substats, use crit rate, crit damage, and HP. Now let's talk about her best disk drive sets. You can use 4-piece Yonkui Tails on 2-piece set increases her HP by 10%, according to its 4-piece set. When using EQ special attack, chain attack, or ultimate, crit rate increases by 4%, stacking up to 3 times and lasting 15 seconds. When having 3 stacks of this effect, sheer damage increases by 10%. For the 2-piece set, you can use the Woodpecker Electro set. It will increase his crit rate by 8%. As an alternative, you can use Inferno Metal set temporarily. Its 2-piece set increases fire damage by 10%, according to its 4-piece set upon hitting a burning enemy. The equipper's crit rate is increased by 28% for 8 seconds. You can use 2-piece Yonkui Tails or 2-piece Electro Woodpecker with it. Now let's talk about his best teams. His best team will be with Jufufu and Lucia. Jufufu's Popcorn Pot will provide good amount of damage, and she will also be able to provide crit damage and ultimate damage to the team, not to mention she also provides decibels to the team. Lucia will be able to provide healing, aftershock damage, ether veil, and crit damage to the team. If you don't want to use Lucia, you can use Astra Yao instead of Lucia. Astra Yao will provide crit damage, healing, and attack buffs to the team. Lighter and Orphe can also prove to be very good options for him. Lighter is sneaky good for the team. When he's paired with an attack agent or a teammate from Sons of Caledon, he builds up something called Elation stacks during his morale burst. Each stack boosts both fire and ice damage for the entire squad. At max stacks, that's a big party-wide damage increase. On top of that, his kit makes enemies stay stunned longer, giving your main damage dealer even more free time to burst them down. And then we have Orphe and Magus. She is offensive enabler. Their core passive grants something called Focus to the entire team when they fire off an ultimate or a charged laser, as long as you have a stun or a support unit in the squad. Focus is really strong. It boosts team damage and shreds enemy defense, which helps everyone hit harder. The best part is, every time Orphe's aftershocks land, the focus buff lasts longer, so your whole squad keeps that bonus rolling. Not to mention, she will also provide insane amount of off-field damage. To make his team more free to play friendly, you can use Pan Yinhu and Kaleda. Kaleda makes it really easy for your team to trigger chain attacks more often. And here's the big team buff. If you run her with another fire agent or someone from Bellabog Industries, every time she uses her EX special, the squad's chain attack damage goes up by 35%, and that can stack twice. That means your whole team gets rewarded for taking advantage of her stun windows. Pan Yinhu will make the enemies receive more damage. He will also provide sheer force to the main DPS and healing to the whole team. That's it for our guide. I will meet you guys in the next one.